I'm Colleen Derrick with Swaggers Insurance. We are in Module Adulting Startup 1.3, Tortoise or Hare. You are discovering who you are. You're unique. You're not like your friends. You might have similarities to your parents or your siblings, but you're not the same. Investing is a really personal process. This incredible buffet of tools and strategies and mediums, whether it's online trading, whether it's using a bank, whether it's using a fund manager, whether it's using a financial professional, investment specialist, so many ways you can participate in investing. What's right for somebody else is not going to be right for you. And while I know it's good to ask our friends their opinions and stuff, talk to professionals. Figure out if you're a do-it-yourselfer. Figure out if you want somebody to collaborate with you. Figure out if you want somebody who do it for you. All of those are reasonable options if you can make them work. What's important are, number one, that you set clear goals, and then you, at the end of every 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, you're assessing those goals. If it's not working, revisit the plan, maybe change something. If it is working, fantastic. Keep it up. It's important that you know who you are. And if you are doing something and it is working, but it's making you miserable, maybe it's not worth the trade-off. Maybe you need to find something else that can also work, but won't make you miserable. Some people can actually be very successful managing their own investments, self-directing. They hate it. They don't want to spend that amount of time. They find it extremely stressful. Their partner finds it extremely stressful. They are missing out on life. Lots of personal experiences where, yes, you may be successful at something, but it's still not a good fit for you. I don't think that that's worth the trade-off. You have to do your assessment for you, though. So if it's making you miserable and it's robbing you of your life now, then maybe it's just not worth it. Some people say, oh, well, it'll pay off later. What good is later if you're sacrificing your today for it? Now, sometimes we do have the joy of missing out on some things today for something better tomorrow. That's not the same thing. And you have to be able to do that assessment. Look at how you're feeling. Ask some people how they think you've been doing, because you might think you've been doing okay, and they're like, you have been miserable for the last 6 months. What is going on with you? Listen to them. Go back, do some searching for yourself. Is it worth it? If it's costing you peace, if it's costing you sleep, what if it's not working? What if you say, I am a do-it-yourselfer, and you are losing money, and you're still losing money, and you've lost money for a solid year now? Is it worth it? You're probably learning, so maybe give yourself a small amount of money for another year, but maybe it's also time to say, well, I'm going to take maybe 1/10 of my portfolio and manage it myself and learn with that. Take the other 90% and have a professional manage that so that I'm actually getting some traction on my money while I'm learning how to do it myself over here. Does that work for you? Maybe. But ask yourself, is it worth it? Is the time and the energy? Sometimes people who buy real estate as an investment, that can be an amazing thing too, but they forget to calculate the amount of time and energy they're putting into it. And they're like, look at my return. And I'm like, well, that's fine, but how many hours did you spend on that? How exhausted are you at the end of your weekend because you didn't rest on your weekend? You were managing your real estate. Is it worth it? For some people, they love it and it feeds them. Other people, it's exhausting. What is your experience, and is it worth it? And it's a big world. And if one's not working for you, trust me, there are so many other options. Look into some of them. It's not a one size fits all, and it's not a, well, if I can do it, I should do it. And it's not a, well, everybody else in my family does it this way. You're not them. Is it you? Is it worth it? And it's a big world. There are so many ways that you can go about investing. Try some of them. Again, maybe with a small portion. Maybe use a professional to help you with 75% of your portfolio. Take 25% and try 4 or 5 or 6 different things. Find what suits you, find what works, and don't remember, you don't have to do it all just one